Hey guys, Romie here. So this is the review for the Married to Medicine Season 4, Episode 7. Is there life after prom? The episode really starts off with Quad with her husband, and they're having this conversation regarding the fact that Quad wants to know, okay, everyone's invited, but what about Mariah and her husband? The issue is, will they cause drama? Will they not cause drama? Her husband, Eugene, says, you know what? I don't think, I'm friends with the dude, but I can't risk my party being messed up because of the squabbling between the wives. So I actually don't want them invited. Now I was surprised about that. I was really surprised, but clearly he actually wants to have fun and not have to worry about any type of issues. And so I respect that. I do respect that. But Quad's like, I'm going to have to go and figure out how to do this very tactfully. How to not invite them. Because, I want this over-the-top party for you. I'm going to have everything planned. I just need for you to go and be ready and to make sure that no one goes and messes that up. Mariah is actually talking with Nicole and lets me know that, so yeah, how's everything going with you? Everything's going great. How's everything going with you? Everything's going great. Now about this party, it's like, yeah, I heard about the party. I'm thinking that, you know what, we're there to support her husband, not to support Quad, so I think we can go there and successfully have a good time. The thing is, she had issues with me because she felt like, oh, I had her name in my mouth and I was doing this or that. First off, why are you so pressed concerned about what I'm saying regarding you, even though it really wasn't about you, and you made that all about yourself? Quad saying how no, Mariah was the one that made it all about herself. Here's the thing, both of them overreacted when they came to each other. They don't like each other. It's this bad to where they can't actually have a civilized conversation. So at least Nicole, but that go-kart thing did look fun. What she had, what Quad did with her husband, that did look fun. At least Nicole, she's of course playing her event, and the event that she's running with Dr. Heavenly, and she has this guy and she's giving him props with everything that he's done creative wise. He's the one that did her win program. He's the one that also did Candy and Todd's wedding. So he's about over-the-top grand stuff, which is what she loves and appreciates. And she's like, oh, you're just so fabulous. I'm like, okay, so are you trying to go and do all this promotion for him so that you don't have to pay him this time, or you can get a discount or something? Like, what's going on here? Or is this just your friend and you really want to help him out? Now, Heavenly was supposed to come alone, or at least Niece Nicole thought Heavenly would come alone, but Heavenly brought Toya. Now I will say, regardless of what you want to say about Dr. Heavenly, that Bentley she came up in, I was like, oh, Jesus. I was like, whew. But she comes in with Toya and she's like, I needed someone to have my back because I don't know this woman. This woman and I've had issues, and God's trying to work on me, but until that works, I need to have backup. And I'm thinking, Lord, you really brought Toya because you didn't want any mess to be started, but you just wanted someone to have your back. Okay, so Toya is like, okay, so why am I here? What's really going on? It's not to heavily try and make it seem like, oh, Toya's here to help her. How can she help if she has no idea what's going on? Lisa Nicole tells her what it's about. It's like, really? So this is your event? Oh, so Lisa Nicole, is this your event? It's like, Dr. Heaven's like, no, this is our event. It's like, of course this is our event. We're going 50-50. Okay, that's great. And that's good. Because, I have my ideas too. And, I'm fitting half of the cost and all of this. And I'm like, oh, here we go with the usual mess. They get down to the estimates for the cost of the budget. The budget for the conference is $7,000. Now, the staging alone runs easily a couple of G's, possibly upward of 4 to 5,000, just on the staging alone. And Dr. Heavenly's like, I'm spending all my money on what? On the stage? No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not going to happen. And she said, no, I'm frugal friend. We're doing this on the budget. It's like, okay, well, half that budget is mine, so how much is this? Don't worry about it. What do you mean don't worry about it? And I agree with her. If I'm fleeing half of the bill, you need to tell me what's up. And that whole secret, that's not cute. That's not cute at all. But the mess between those two gets from bad to worse. I mean, I thought it was bad with their initial conversation or attempt to have a conversation there. Toya is talking with Eugene. No, not with Eugene. Toya's talking with her husband. Was it Greg? And And, you know, Toya, she got her birthday gift, and it was really nice. She was like, oh, this is cute. It's like, that better be more than cute, because that was a nice little penny, especially since we're supposed to be pinching our pennies, pinching our coins or whatever. And she was like, you know, maybe I can get a part-time job and help cover the bills. Because, you know, I'm not dumb, so I can easily go and do what I did before, make some quick money. It's like, yeah, those little bills that you're trying to help with, and I do appreciate that, and us coming back in general, that's not going to help. What's going to help is if we get out of our biggest burden, which is this house that we're renting. She said, okay, I understand, but we're not moving until we find a place I like. Okay. And I'm thinking, okay, for the budget that she's trying to go for and the things that she wants, she's just not going to move then. Alright, we get it. Well, I'm just glad that Toya saw light and realized she needs to stop playing around with that man, because her husband is just like, Jesus, please, 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 just let's move out of this dang house. And Dr. Jackie, she talks with Dr. Simone, and everything's going okay since the whole issues with Dr. Simone really hasn't processed the fact that her father's died, and that's very, very apparent when she was talking to Dr. Jackie and let be known that, you know, I thought I was going to have closure with at least having the confirmation that it was him, but knowing the fact that he was actually homeless, and he did have people to come and help him, and you know, there was at one point where it was kind of a turning point, and he was asking for things and asking for money and asking for help, but it was when I was trying to get my business underway, and I didn't help him then. Of course I helped him in general, but I didn't help him then, and I don't know, maybe if I did. Dr. Jackie said, hold up! You've done everything that you can to help your father. He knows he loved you, you loved him, and he loved you as well. So don't worry about that. And the tear word starts. It's like, I know it's hard. Oh my God, Lord. You know I can't do those tear works. That threw me off the top. So clearly, Dr. Simone really needs to let this sink in that her father is gone and the situation at hand, and then she'll be able to move on. Why did Genise come up to Toya's house in a stretch limousine? It's like, okay, so today we're going to go and look at all these fabulous houses. We're going to go over here and look at all these fabulous houses. It's going to be massive. It's going to be great. We're going to start off in this house. The mortgage, I'm sorry, you're not doing a mortgage. The rent is $8,000 a month. Yes, $8,000 a month. And for $8,000 a month, we get 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. Nope, 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. Toya's like, okay, cool. Once she gets to the kitchen, it's like, what is that? Toya, it's called a stove. No, I know that. What type of stove is that? It's like, well, you know, it's gas. Like, gas? We don't do gas. No. I'm like, what the? Then she comes outside and said, now, Genise, we talked about this. Off camera, we talked about this. Why did you bring me to a house that has no yard? Because my kids, where are they going to play? She said, well, there's a yard in the front. There's part of the side. She said, Toya said, Genise, you want my kids to play out on the side in traffic. That's what you want. No, this isn't going to do. What's the next one? I'm thinking, okay. So they go to the next house. The next house wasn't going to work either because, 1, it was a lot smaller. 2, it was on the other side of the tracks. And 3, she was like, where's the wood? It's cute, but it's small. It is small. You know, I'm not trying to go and live in some shack or something. I didn't go from where I am to come down here. I'm thinking, first off, you don't have that many options. And Genise was right when she said, how am I supposed to be helping you out? I know this is my profession, so this commission check could be nice in theory, even though you're not actually buying this place. So that's the first thing. Secondly, how can you be so ungrateful that I'm spending time and resources, and yes, I'm marketing myself, but at the same time, I'm still helping you out, and all for you to come and kind of spin in my face, especially with the fact that you're on a budget and you want all of these demands. How do you want all of these demands on the type of budget that you want to live in a certain area, but because of all the stuff that you did and you messed up? That's not my issue. How is someone on a budget trying to go and nitpick at what I'm doing? I'm helping you out. I was like, ooh, okay, so that's strike 1 against their friendship. I see where this is going. Bravo. Now, Quad decides she wants to go and set up this nice little shindig for her and her husband. Well, not for her and her husband, for her husband, because this is birthday weekend. So she has this whole thing planned. So she invites him and his close guy friends out, or really more so the guy friends on the cast, and they're at this barber shop. So they're getting shaves, they're getting buff ups, and there's this staff of women. It's like, oh, okay, this is cute, this is cool. I'll tell you what happens a little bit later. Now, while that's going on, Quad's at the venue and she's in red. She looks nice. Everyone's slowly starting to come. It's like, oh, so where's Mariah? Mariah isn't here. She's not going to be invited. We wanted peace. We wanted tranquility. We didn't want any type of mess. I'm thinking, okay, that's cute. That's great. That's copacetic. Why did Quad have this, like, strip show, not strip show, I'm sorry, have this tasteful exotic dance, if you want to call it exotic, this dancer going and doing splits and, you know, putting her stuff in the air for her husband and his guy friends to enjoy. And the thing was, I'm looking at this like, this is something Quad would do. And I was like, wow. I don't know how many women who would actually go and do this for their man. I mean, I don't know. But clearly I wasn't mad at it because I was watching as well. I was like, is this really happening? This is amazing. Is this really happening? This is, hopefully I get invited to something like that. No, I'm not saying I want that as a birthday gift. I'm saying I want to be invited. There's a difference. There's a difference, so don't beat me up. Anyway, now we're at the event and Toya and Genise get into it because, you know, Janine's just like, you know, I'm helping Toya out with this whole housing situation. As someone in the financial situation that she's in, she's going to being very demanding, Jack. It's just so hard. It's so difficult. I understand. And I'm like, Genise, you're Toya's friend. Why are you going saying this stuff to the other ladies, even though you know this is a sore point for her, and you know this will cause some type of strife and conflict? Like, what's the point if you bring this up right now? Why right now? You know you have a real issue with her, so just wait a little bit later. You can talk to her a little bit later. It's okay to talk to her a little bit later when these other prying eyes aren't there. Now, it gets really heated because Toya said, you didn't do your job. It's not my fault that you were incompetent, you couldn't do your job, even though I told you exactly what I wanted and yet you couldn't give it to me. How can I do my job when you have unrealistic expectations for the type of budget that you're barely able to maintain? I was like, yo. Quad said, hold up. I didn't invite Mariah, and yet I'm still having all of these issues. Now, remember, Quad sent Mariah a text, and the text essentially read, apparently there was a lot of misspellings and grammatical errors. Here we go with Mariah. It's Quad. Hi Mariah, this is Quad. I just wanted to let you know that it's probably in your best interest not to come to the party because, you know, we want it to be a drama-free, stress-free situation, and as a result, I think it's actually great that you just go and take it upon yourself, and we can go meet up at a different time to squash our issues and not have to deal with them at my, at this event. Yes, thank you. Now, when Mariah told her husband, he said, I don't have a problem with Quad's husband. So I'm going to go and support my friend. I don't care what she has to say. Mariah's like, oh, okay, if you want to do that, then let's go. I'm good. I'm thinking, you guys actually welcome mess. Both of you are messy. I see it. I get where he's coming from because it really is because of the wives. But if your friend hasn't gone, I get it. He's thinking, you know, maybe she's doing this behind his back. We don't know. But if he's not making a special case to make sure you're there, then that should say something within itself. And I'd be like, I'll catch you another day. I'll send you a text message to say happy birthday, bro. I don't know what's really going on, but happy birthday. I'll see you another time. We can go turn up. Like, why? He didn't really need to go. I get where he's coming from, but he didn't really need to go. Now, the fellows finally come to the event, and they're just like, oh, okay, because of course Dr. Heavenly's husband is there as well. They party, they have a good time. Quad takes them down to this separate area so that the guys can just go and talk. I'm like, thank you, Quad. Thank you for actually separating the men from the women. Thank you, Quad. Thank you. Now, it was funny because of what happened at the barber shop. Lisa Nicole, because Dr. Simone was like, oh, so why are you smiling? What happened at the barbershop? What happens at the barbershop stays at the barbershop. That's what Janine's husband said. Why would you say that out loud? I was like, no. Lisa Nicole said, I'm glad Darren wasn't there. I'm like, we know you're glad Darren wasn't there. Now, here's where the mess comes back in. Mariah is outside. She wants to come inside. She can't come inside. Why can't she come inside? For the simple fact that the security guard, because that's the other thing I didn't mention, Quad hired a security guard. The security guard, his name's Knowledge or whatever? Big dude. He said, oh, I'm sorry, you can't come in because Quad doesn't want you to come in. And actually, for your trouble, I said, you messy little. For your troubles, she left some money aside for you so that, you know, the gas money that you spent to come here, you could be accommodated. Right, said, her husband said, all right, let me take off. No, why are you stopping me? I'm going to go in there. I want to talk to my friend. I don't care about what the wives are doing. I was like, oh, okay. We need to turn down a little bit. I understand why you're upset, but turn down a little bit. And inside, while that's going on, Quad gets alerted that happened. It's like, oh, well, was it handled? Yeah, it was handled, and they're leaving now, but, you know, it's kind of messy what happened. It's like, oh, I really don't care. Anywho, like, damn you, Quad, damn you. I get it, and I respect it, because you're just doing your husband's wishes, but the way how you did it was... But they shouldn't have come. In my opinion, they shouldn't have come. They should have been like, okay, well, we'll reach out to you at a different time. Dr. Heavenly and Lisa get into it. Why? Because Dr. Heavenly still feeling a certain way regarding Lisa, and so Dr. Heavenly took it upon herself to go and write out Lisa's dirty laundry. It's like, oh, so you've been talking about Toya and her financial issues, and Dr. Jackie and her marriage. She said, you know, Dr. Jackie and her husband are like, what is it, like passing ships or something like that? And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. This was all in one conversation. Thinking, Dr. Heavenly, you really being this messy because you're that upset? Well, that's the thing. That's why you can't tell people who really aren't your friends all this stuff. That's the true testament. Tell them some basic generic stuff. Some stuff that really won't destroy your other relationships, but tell it to the people who are quote-unquote your friends and see if they'll go and rat it out. If they go and rat it out, you know they're not your friends. Ta-da! Ta-da! Now Lisa goes trying to damage. Like, oh, well, you know, Toya, you said you could actually... you'd be okay with hearing my financial advice, right? It's like, yeah, but not if you're laughing at me. But Toya let it go. And then we have Dr. Heavenly saying, yeah, Jackie, she was talking about your marriage. She was like, oh. I was like, no, I was saying that everyone could benefit from being at this conference because things like compromise and all of that. Dr. Heavenly said, first off, I don't understand why you're still talking. Why are you still talking when you have the audacity to go and... Because Lisa Nicole said, I don't understand how I'm even doing business with a woman whose husband calls her daddy, and meaning that she calls her husband daddy, and he calls her buddy. Dr. Heavenly said, I don't know how I'm doing business with someone who called her husband gay. He said, what? Rewind? What? What did you say? Okay, now it's gone too far. Where is Quad? Quad, stop this. This is doing a little bit too much. It was getting really bad. It was getting really bad. And I'm so glad because Dr. Jackie at one point was like, you know, let me pass this hors d'oeuvre because this is getting a little too busy. Even Toya was like, dang, really? You're doing a little bit too much right now. You're doing a little bit too much right now. Oh, I was like... Because the thing was, Dr. Heavenly felt hurt and offended with regards to, it's like, oh, you have the perfect marriage, or you think you have the perfect marriage. That's what Lisa told her. Said, I know I don't, but I know mine's a whole lot better than yours, so that's why you're really mad at me. I'm like, are we really doing this? How old are we again? How old are we again? How old are we again? And then it got worse. It got worse because of the fact that she brought up the whole, wait, so you're saying I have the issues with my husband. What about your alcoholic issues? I was like, ooh, okay. Now, Quad, now you can stop it. Because now we're delving into the... We know that she's not an alcoholic. We know Dr. Heavenly's not an alcoholic. But we do know that she enjoys an alcoholic beverage. It's like, why is someone... Because Lisa said, how is it that someone who calls alcohol coffee and treats it like coffee is trying to come at me? I'm thinking, you're not wrong about that. Did you really need to go? Did you? But again, this is a fight. All's fair in love and war. That's what happens when you're in a fight. Quad said, enough is enough. We are not doing this. I have you ladies here only because I didn't want any mess. Mariah isn't here because I didn't want there to be any mess. Why are you two doing this? Stop! So that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Mess, 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 mess.